Beef is typical in the harsh world of hip-hop, but the rules of engagement are totally altered when 50 Cent joins the conversation. Curtis Jackson, dubbed the King of Petty, destroys legacies in addition to releasing diss recordings. However, a claim that extends well beyond music has the internet in shock this time. Social media is ablaze with rumors that 50 Cent has supposedly leaked a secret video featuring T.I. and Zanique Pullins, his daughter, in his most recent incendiary documentary. Everyone is wondering if 50 Cent has finally crossed a line that will never be crossed, or if this is the ultimate act of retaliation in a decades-long rivalry. For many years, T.I. and 50 Cent have exchanged punches, ranging from violent back-and-forths on Instagram to King of the South discussions. However, the nuclear option in the sector is generally regarded as involving family, particularly a man's daughter. Just picture the stress. T.I., the self-described rubber band man and household guardian, is on one side. He has long been outspoken about his protective and even contentious parenting approach. Zanique, on the other hand, is caught in the crossfire of a conflict that she did not initiate. And 50 Cent, who is renowned for wins every feud by being more brutal than his opponent, is in charge. Is this secret video a deliberate piece of clickbait meant to build anticipation for 50 Cent's impending documentary series? Or is it the smoking gun that confirms his dominance? We are dissecting this viral storm today. We're delving deeply into the reasons behind the conflict, the purported leaks content, and the catastrophic consequences that are currently impending Atlanta's rap elite. This isn't just about rap anymore, so fasten your seatbelts. It's about a rival who won't let the fire go out and a family whose reputation is at stake. We must return to the design of contemporary hip-hop combat in order to comprehend how we got to the point where a secret video involving T.I.'s daughter, Zanique, could even be discussed in a 50 Cent documentary. As you can see, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is not a typical player. 50 Cent treats his rivals like a corporate takeover, whereas other rappers might stop at a clever interview or a diss single. He examines their vulnerabilities, pinpoints their stressors, and then targets their family and reputation, which are the most vulnerable. The conflict between T.I. and 50 Cent lasted for years, has been a fuse that burns slowly. On the one hand, you have T.I., the King of the South, a man who established an empire in Atlanta and takes great satisfaction in his intelligence, street cred, and patriarchal role. Conversely, 50 Cent, the King of New York's most brutal period, is a man who survived 9 bullets and used his untouchability to build a multi-million-dollar business. The repercussions from these two egos colliding is always about power rather than just music. Subtle barbs about who was more street, who had more singles, and who actually dominated the charts were the beginning of the conflict. However, the relationship changed when 50 Cent recognized that T.I.'s public persona as a father was more vulnerable than his bars. T.I. has, sometimes to his detriment, always been transparent about his kids. Recall the worldwide commotion that occurred when T.I. acknowledged going to the doctor to check her virginity with Zanique's sister. The King of the South became a target for all social commentators worldwide after that moment. If 50 Cent is skilled at anything, it's taking a viral moment and turning it into a weapon. Let's fast forward to 50 Cent's most recent documentary project announcement. With his Power Universe and his G-Unit film and television organization, 50 has been making significant moves into the television and investigative narrative industries. He has been hinting at a thorough examination of the dark side of the business, the topics that individuals discuss in private but never discuss on television. When rumors started to spread that this documentary included secret footage of T.I. with Zanique, there was a frenzy on the internet. Why Zanique, though? Zanique Pullins has been in the spotlight her entire life, first as an OMG Girls member and then as a reality TV star on T.I. Tiny, The Family Business. She has always been viewed as the good daughter, the one who avoided making news. 50 Cent is assaulting not just T.I. but also the sanctity of the Harris household by bringing her name up in a documentary. He is implying that things aren't as hustle and family as they appear behind the closed doors of their Atlanta estate. Rumor has it that the purported film is a behind-the-scenes glimpse at an event that was never intended for public consumption. In contrast to the polished image T.I., rumors claim it depicts an unfiltered, unprocessed interaction. Has been constructing for years. In 50 Cent's universe, leaked can refer to clever placement rather than theft. He is aware that a 30-second video may cause more harm than a 3-hour trial in the era of social media. 50 is effectively holding a mirror up to T.I.'s life and asking the audience, "Is this the man you think he is?" By teasing this material in his documentary, 50 Cent has previously buried an opponent by using a documentary-style format. Take a look at what he did to Rick Ross at the height of their conflict. He bought Ross's child's mother a ticket to New York, took her shopping, and recorded the entire event to show that he could. While everyone else is playing checkers, he is playing chess. The stakes are considerably higher when it comes to T.I. is a very proud man. Insults are taken quite seriously by him, particularly when they concern his kids. This is a planned maneuver that industry insiders refer to as the Zanique factor. 50 Cent effectively deplatforms T.I.'s moral authority if he can demonstrate a discrepancy between his family dynamics and his public reputation as a protective parent. The documentary is presented as an exposé as much as a work of entertainment. The secret video serves as the hook, the piece of proof that draws viewers in with the expectation of witnessing the weaknesses of one of the most influential hip-hop families. T.I.'s reaction, or lack thereof, started to speak volumes as the whispers grew more intense. Typically, T.I. is the first to defend his honor on Instagram with a lengthy, vocabulary-heavy video. However, the quiet that surrounded the Zanique leak was overwhelming. Did he confer with attorneys? Was he attempting to prevent the distribution of the documentary? Or was he just waiting for the ideal opportunity to retaliate? The flames was simply fueled by this quiet. Every blog, including WorldStar and The Shade Room, began investigating. They were curious about what 50 Cent really possessed. In 50 Cent's universe, everything is content. Thus, it's difficult to distinguish between content and reality. For him, a private family moment captured on camera is a treasure trove. It's a violation to T.I., and it's a nightmare for Zanique. She was drawn back into the middle of a poisonous masculine rivalry after spending years forging her own identity apart from her father's shadow. Further investigation reveals that this tape may have originated from a former associate, someone who was formerly part of the Harris family's inner circle but felt ignored or betrayed. Finding the disgruntled employee and providing them with a platform is 50 Cent's specialty. If the documentary shows that a close friend or relative of T.I. filmed a secret video and gave it to his fiercest opponent, the betrayal is more profound than anyone could have predicted. This gets us to the secret video itself, which is at the center of the drama. While many refer to it as a leak, insiders refer to it as the insurance policy. 50 Cent has been clinging to this one piece of media, waiting for the ideal opportunity when T.I. was at his weakest. Additionally, tensions within the hip-hop world are at an all-time high as the documentary's release date draws near. What is contained in this video, though? Why has it created such a commotion before the general public has even had a chance to watch it? And how does it relate to the long-standing charges that have been made against T.I. for many years? In order to comprehend the what, we must examine the how 50 Cent obtained something so confidential, and how he intends to utilize it to permanently alter the story of T.I.'s legacy. The Harris camp's silence was more than just an indication of disbelief. It was the quiet before a huge PR and legal storm. The world started to wonder what 50 Cent had in his grasp as rumors of the secret video, with Zanique pull-ins spread like wildfire on social media. Secret footage typically denotes something sensational in the high-stakes world of celebrity documentaries, something that reveals a meticulously planned life. However, the consequences are significantly more detrimental than a straightforward hip-hop feud when the target is a father-daughter relationship that is already under public scrutiny. The video isn't a leak in the conventional sense, according to industry insiders who claim to have seen early copies of the documentary. Rather, it's a filmed moment of deep, unadulterated vulnerability. According to rumors, the video was shot during a time of internal family strife and may have been taken by a member of the inner circle who believed T.I.'s King of the South character was a front for a far more domineering reality. According to reports, the tape depicts an uncut, furious altercation between T.I. and Zanique, an unplanned moment for their reality show, The Family Hustle. The dynamic in this purported tape is a high-stress environment that depicts life beyond the gates of their Atlanta estate in a far different way than the humorous, protective father we see on TV. This video wasn't just posted on a random blog by 50 Cent, the king of psychological warfare. He used a much more deliberate approach, incorporating it as Exhibit A of Hollywood hypocrisy into the story of his documentary. By doing this, he legally shielded himself under the pretense of journalism and documentary filmmaking, making it far more difficult for T.I.'s legal team to merely file a defamation lawsuit. He was narrating a tale about control, power, and the cost of celebrity rather than merely playing a film. Pure betrayal is said to have been the response within the Harris home. Imagine being Zanique, a lady who has put in endless effort to establish her own reputation as a mother and artist, only to discover that her personal family traumas are being exploited in a billionaire's playground. According to family sources, Zanique was taken by surprise. Even though she has always been devoted to her stepfather, T.I., nobody is ready for the type of stress that comes with being the target of a 50 Cent smear campaign. How did 50 obtain the tape became the question. Did the house have a mole? Was it a disgruntled assistant, a former bodyguard, or someone much closer? At this point, the narrative takes a sinister turn into the realm of checkbook journalism. 50 Cent has never hesitated to acknowledge that he purchases information. If there is a secret video, it's likely that someone was paid a sum of money that may change their life in order to turn it over. For T.I., this is a security vulnerability as well as a PR problem. It indicates that the barriers he erected to keep his family safe are weak. Suddenly, the king of the South realized that his castle had a rear door, and 50 Cent and a video team simply strolled through it. According to reports, T.I.'s legal team, which included some of Georgia's brightest minds, hurried to file a cease and desist order against 50 Cent and G-Unit Film Television. They argued that Zanique has a right to private family contacts that aren't meant for commercial exploitation, even though she is a public personality. However, 50 Cent's legal team is equally strong. What is their rebuttal? The footage is protected by the First Amendment if it was recorded in a manner that did not break eavesdropping laws and if it serves a public interest regarding the actions of a significant cultural figure. The conflict shifted from the courts to the public opinion court. 50 Cent started sharing mysterious countdowns with blurry stills from the documentary on his Instagram. Every post was a psychological shot at T.I. By utilizing the hashtag #FreeZanique, 50 was portraying himself as the liberator who was revealing the truth for Zanique's benefit rather than as the antagonist. He would utilize captions such as, "Some people play a character on TV, but the tapes don't lie. Coming soon. #Gunit #FreeZanique." It was a cunning, if brutal, marketing of a personal grudge. The hip-hop community started to divide in the meantime. 50 Cent had gone too far, according to some. Families and children are meant to be prohibited under the old-school street code. Rappers such as Boosie Badass and others implied that including a man's daughter in a quarrel is a line that has real-world repercussions. However, to a younger, more tech-savvy generation, it was just tea. The privacy argument seemed flimsy because he had already welcomed the world into his house through reality TV. They were eager to see the secret video, since scandal is the most valuable commodity in the attention economy. The strain on T.I. was enormous. He was in a catch-22. If he responded violently, he would give 50 Cent exactly what he desired: more drama, material, and proof that T.I. is irrational. The public would believe the secret video was worse than it actually was if he remained mute, allowing the suspicions to develop. There were rumors that T.I. contacted mutual associates in an attempt to mediate a peace treaty, but 50 Cent allegedly refused to answer the phone because he sensed trouble. For 50, this was about an eclipse rather than an apology. With this one documentary, he hoped to eclipse T.I.'s whole legacy. The video's material became the most sought-after topic in the music industry as the documentary's release date approached. There was a lot of speculation. Was it related to the controversy around the virginity test? Was it a T.I. video, becoming extremely combative during a rehearsal? Or was it something quite different? Zanique defying her father's rules for a moment? 50 Cent's marketing strategy is brilliant since he doesn't need to show the entire video to succeed. All he needs is for everyone to believe he has it. However, there was a turn of events. An online leak of the leak occurred. On Telegram and Discord, a brief, blurry 15-second clip that purported to be the documentary's footage started making the rounds. T.I.'s voice could be heard in the background while Zanique was shown sobbing during a furious confrontation. It was difficult to hear and of poor quality, but it was enough to ignite the internet. Zanique and 50 Cent became global trends in a matter of hours. The Harris family's most personal suffering was suddenly being scrutinized by a worldwide audience. This brings us to the saga's most crucial section. What does this entail for the Harris family's future if the video is authentic and as destructive as the rumors claim? More significantly, what is 50 Cent's ultimate goal? Is he merely attempting to demonstrate that nobody is safe in the digital era, not even a king, or does he intend to destroy T.I.? The riskiest decisions are made in the interim between the documentary's ultimate release and the leaked material. It was more than just a video when the whole documentary, reportedly named Surviving T.I. Tiny, finally made its way onto streaming services. It was a cultural earthquake. Although 50 Cent had been promoting the secret video of Zanique for months, the documentary's actual scope was considerably more extensive and harmful than a single piece. It was a thorough examination of the 20 sexual assault accusations that have plagued T.I. rather than merely a father-daughter dispute. And Tiny since 2021. 50 Cent effectively transformed a family's personal hardship into a public critique of their entire lineage by incorporating Zanique's private moments into this greater story. The immediate aftermath was disorderly. The secret video became the most examined piece of media in hip-hop history as millions of people saw it. In the video, Zanique seemed to be struggling with the weight of being a Harris, the need to keep up a flawless appearance while her parents were being called monsters by the outside world. It was the smoking gun of a broken home, which is maybe worse for a public figure than the smoking gun of a crime. 50 Cent's plan was a complete success. He just needed to demonstrate that the King of the South was losing authority over his own realm. He was not required to prove a crime in a court of law. T.I.'s reaction was prompt and renowned for its disobedience. He responded to social media with a challenge rather than an apology, refusing to back down. Hip-hop rivalry underwent a historic change when he famously said to 50 Cent, "We can go bar for bar, hit for hit, or doc for doc. We were in the age of documentary wars." T.I. not just dissed tunes, even put out a song called Trauma Bond, which many saw as a direct reaction to 50 Cent's psychological tricks, implying that 50 was fixated on other people's pain because to his own damaged background. But Zanique Pullins, who was caught in the midst, had the most significant voice in the whole story. She didn't say anything for weeks while the documentary gained international attention. However, she eventually broke her silence in an honest, heartfelt social media statement as the pressure increased. She didn't specifically criticize 50 Cent or adequately justify the video's secret status. Rather, she talked about the sanctity of the soul. She noted how heartbreaking it was for a man she had never met to utilize her most sensitive moments as content. The public's attitude was changed by her remarks. People started to notice that although 50 Cent and T.I. were using a young woman's mental health as a pawn in a Game of Thrones, the response from the industry was not unanimous. 50 Cent was hailed by several moguls for his unfiltered storytelling, particularly after the success of his Diddy exposé, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. They believed that he was the only one with the courage to overthrow the old guard of hip-hop. However, several people started to disassociate themselves from 50, including well-known individuals in the Atlanta scene. They contended that using unreleased private family film and involving minors went beyond what even the most brutal rappers should do. The word radioactive started to be used for the whole issue, not simply T.I. fearing the toxic nature of the conflict. Brands started to distance themselves from both sides. The legal disputes grew more intense as 2026 went on. T.I. and Tiny filed a huge lawsuit against G-Unit Film Television, claiming intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of privacy. In response, 50 Cent, always the provocateur, posted images of the court documents along with smiling emojis, accusing T.I. he ought to have used the money for crisis PR as he suggested. After serving 50 so well for 20 years, this king of petty character was now put to the ultimate test. Did the public want the truth at any costs, or were they becoming weary of the devastation? Eventually, the Zanik secret video controversy turned into a warning about the digital era. It demonstrated that, in 2026, having a private conversation is impossible if you are in the public eye. It demonstrated that your biggest competitor isn't just enjoying your music. They are also keeping an eye on your home, chatting with former coworkers, and waiting for your most vulnerable moment to make headlines. Once based on his reputation as the rubber band man, who could overcome any obstacle, T.I.'s legacy was now inextricably linked to this documentary. The court of public opinion had previously noticed the weaknesses in the crown, even if the accusations never resulted in a conviction. Who ultimately prevailed? With the ratings, 50 Cent cemented his position as Hollywood's most dangerous producer. T.I. shown his tenacity by demonstrating that he will fight for his family's honor until the very end. The end of an era, though, might be the true narrative. Hip-hop feuds no longer remain on the streets or in studios. In the era of surviving your competitors, having a better lawyer and a more viral documentary are more important than having a better verse. One thing is certain: as the secret video dispute comes to an end, the hip-hop landscape has changed. The conflict between the North and the South is now about who controls the story of their lives rather than merely who has the better flow. Additionally, as long as 50 Cent has a camera and T.I. has a microphone, the conflict is still ongoing. The real-life drama is just beginning, but the documentary may be complete. But now, I want to hear from you. Has 50 Cent gone too far by involving his family in a corporate and musical war? Or is he just doing what he does best, exposing the uncomfortable truths that everyone else is too scared to touch? This documentary has permanently altered the landscape of hip-hop beef, and the secret video involving Zanik is a genie that can't be put back in the bottle. What do you think about the Harris family's response? Do you believe that T.I. can rebuild his reputation following such a public setback? Or is the King of the South finally losing control of the story? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. I'll be reading them all and would like to know which side you support in this 2026 conflict. You won't want to miss our next update as this legal battle develops and more documentary clips begin to surface. So if you thought this deep dive was insightful, please hit the like button, share this video with anyone who follows the culture, and, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in the upcoming chapter of this industry fight.